Hey, Walter, Jennifer, Nanda Yoga. Great, Micah. This is great. All of a sudden, everybody piles in. Welcome to another Thursday, 6 o'clock. Here we are, Suzanne, Marion, Rajitsa. Another meditation with a drunken monk. How y'all doing? You're all bouncing around there. Veronica, lovely to see you, my dear. Great. I'm going to talk about purpose, our life's purpose. The big question, why am I here? Okay, so good afternoon, Linda. How are you doing? Hope things are all great in the UK. Hi, Vero. Lovely to see you. Wow, what a rush. I was like really quiet for a second and then this great rush. I love these Thursday sessions. I really do. It's so great to connect because I've been so busy this week. And as you can see, I'm still in the road. So I've got a little bit of green this time. And hopefully just to make it a bit more natural. Next week I'll be back in the usual space. So lots of trees and things for the background. But for just now, here I am. This is the best I can do. I hope it's nice for you where you are. And let's get on with the meditation. So first of all, I would like to share some news about the upcoming Rumi meditation course. You know, where we merge into the wonderful world of Rumi, connecting with the heart. That lovely spaciousness. The early bird tickets will run out on Sunday. So if you want to get a good price on that, just grab that before the end of the weekend. And also, I'm really thrilled to say that the Enlightenment Intensive tickets, they're selling out. There's still some spots left, 29th of August. If you want to work with me in person, the Enlightenment Intensive process, you can find links in the bio and check it out. It's 3 days of immersion into the question, who am I? And it kind of flows into from that space, you know, what am I doing here? What's my purpose? How do I express myself in the world from this place of being? So this is what I thought would be a nice topic for today's meditation. So let's start by just taking a breath, letting go of the day, and bringing your attention into the body, as always. The most easiest way to move into the present moment, to access that stillness, is to just flow your attention from the thinking mind or wherever it may be, but just really ground it into your physical body, into your belly, and then simply relax there. Yeah, simply relax there. It's kind of my basic formula, but it works. Yeah. Okay. Taking a full breath right into the belly. So when you're filling yourself with energy, but consciously releasing your breath on the exhale, releasing tension along with the release of breath. So as you breathe out, there's that feeling of letting go and relaxation. You know when you fall asleep at night, that one of the last things you do is take a nice big deep breath when you get under the covers, or when you slip into a hot bath, that opening, that feeling of release. So do that now. Invite that feeling to flood your body in this moment. So you're really relaxing every part. You're feeling your feet rooted in the ground. You're feeling connected to the chair, connected to your body, connected to the breath. And then naturally it flows like water. This feeling of relaxation flows throughout your body, from your hips, your legs, your back, your shoulders, into your arms, your face. Yeah, let go of, especially if your eyebrows are being pulled together, you know, this letting go of the wrinkles. Yeah. And then just being here now, connecting with whatsoever is going on also, really giving space to any feelings that are there, that are being processed in this moment, not to try and push anything away. We're not trying to change anything, but more giving space to what is your reality in this moment. So that our attention, our focus starts to flow more deeply into the part of you that is aware. And this is the key. Connecting, being aware of being aware. So being aware of the breath, relaxing the body, connecting to the senses, listening to sounds, the sense of touch, taste, smell. So expanding your awareness, really having the intention to focus your energy, your awareness on being here and now, on being in this present moment. And remember, where focus goes, energy flows. This is such an important tool to really bring into your daily life. To really have that intention to focus on being present. Okay. Now, our essential self, who am I? Okay. The answer is this awareness, this presence, this feeling of aliveness that can only ever be accessed in the here and now, in the present moment. It's the part that is observing the thoughts, observing feelings, observing the stories, like waves rising and falling in the ocean. And the observing part is this constant presence, this feeling of I. So very often we try to find fulfillment through the outside, to feel safe, to feel loved, creative, to feel connected, to feel valued. But these are qualities that we can access through this silence. And the purpose, the whole thing about purpose, as I can tell you now, our primary purpose for each and every single human being is exactly the same, and that is to awaken. And what that means is to connect to that stillness, that consciousness, that feeling of aliveness. So do that now. Focusing your attention on being present. And the way to do that is by being grounded, connected to the body. So your attention flows into your physical body and the body relaxes and opens. Your awareness expands to embrace the senses, feeling your heartbeat, the flow of breath, listening to sounds. You notice how nice that feels? Letting go of thoughts or the attachment to thoughts. Just following a single breath for a moment. Giving space to a feeling. Or listening to a sound. Another breath, another moment. And as you breathe out, this feeling of merging. So merging into the earth, and there's a subtle feeling of expansion. So this feeling of being grounded, connected, rooted. And from there arises this feeling of being safe, of being held. There's a feeling of strength and confidence. And you connect with that in the silence. The gaps between the thoughts. When your attention is really here, you feel it. And then this feeling of being open. available. And there's a sweetness to it, a subtle joy. But take a moment just to look for that, just to connect with it. Through the practice of being present, the focus of being here. A breath, a sound, a let go. So this awakening, this realization of yourself is the primary purpose for all of us. And then from there arises the enthusiasm, there'll be an energy, a motivation, a clarity. It might not be right now, it might not be tomorrow. But from this space, who am I in the world? What my purpose, my secondary purpose, if you like, how I function in the world from this space becomes a lot easier, becomes lighter. And you'll know it's right from the signposts. There's a feeling of lightness, enthusiasm, inspiration, energy. You feel drawn to it. So then when you move into your practice of manifestation, it's not simply about, I want to become rich and famous. Okay. That won't make you fulfilled. And you might even achieve it if you work hard enough, why not? But lasting, genuine fulfillment comes from connecting to your essential self. And this is the work, this is the practice. So when your focus is on that, on being present, then that's where your attention will go. And when you learn that skill through practicing whenever you can, resting in this presence, then miracles start to happen. The magic of your being starts to shift. And it may be there's moments where there's a disturbance, where you feel like it's a little bit uneasy or unclear, and that's okay. When that happens, we just stay with it. From understanding, insights arise. So we embrace these challenges as opportunities. And knowing that everything that happens in your life is supporting your awakening. Especially when you're collaborating with the intention of life. When you have that purpose, when you're aligned with your primary purpose, then life will just support you in that. So in Scott Peck's beautiful book, A Road Less Travelled, the first line, life is hard. But once you can accept that life is hard, it becomes easy. So what he means by that is that sometimes events and circumstances, opportunities arrive that we need in order to learn something, to heal something, to break loose from something. And very often that can come with a little bit of a disturbance, can also come with a lot of joy as well. But the key thing is staying on the path. Awareness in every breath. So that's your focus, every moment of every day. Checking in with your body, relaxation, grounded, being open, connecting to the heart, accepting whatsoever is alive in you, feelings, sensations, non-judgment, so that you're not getting caught into mental emotional patterns of self-defeating self-judgments, criticisms, complaining. Yeah, life is hard enough as it is. We don't need to beat ourselves up. So being aware of that, letting those thoughts go. Staying at peace with who you are. That acceptance, the self-loving kindness, openness, embracing what is, starts to create the fertile ground for transformation to happen. You don't need to really do anything. It's not a forcing. It's not trying to fiddle with things. It's simply being aware, being present, grounded, present, and open. And then relaxing with that, relaxing with whatsoever is going on. There's always a lot of stuff going on. That's just how it is being human. But there's always the opportunity to connect to your awareness, your presence. And when you make that a habit, when you make that your daily practice, like any skill, that practice becomes more effortless, more consistent. You start to stabilize into becoming more rooted in your authentic self. So then there's a distance starts to form between your authentic self, the silent, the stillness, the love, the joy, the peace, and with the conditioned self. The ego part that is often afraid, anxious, angry. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's simply the identification shifts into a more resourceful and expansive place. So this is our primary purpose. And then the secondary purpose, that will just flow. And when it's right, you'll feel an enthusiasm, there'll be a joy there, a fun, even when things get challenging. There's still that joyful aliveness, the thrill of life, this wonderful gift. So let's just rest together for a moment in that stillness, just that quiet being, following a breath, listening to a sound, that beautiful stillness, the juice of life. Thank you so much for joining me in our virtual sanctuary. And I wish you a wonderful evening. And remember, this space is with you 24 hours a day. Yeah. You just need to have the focus. Just remember that word. Focus goes, energy flows. Just keep that focus being present every once in a while, especially when you find yourself getting caught up in the stories. You know, they will pass. Everything passes, but you remain. Always. Okay, thank you, Suzanne, Walter, Veronica, thank you so much. Thank you, Annalise, you joined us as well. Namaste, Gasso. Thank you so much, guys. Fiona, yeah, lovely to see you again. Yeah, you haven't been for a couple of weeks, huh? Lovely to see you back. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Dear Manta, thank you. Thank you, Faye. Thank you. Lovely. Doesn't matter if you come late. It's just great to see you. Thank you, Linda, Micah. Namaste, guys. Have a wonderful evening. I hope you're having a great summer. And I will see you in the next session. I will see you next week back in our usual place. So until then, take care. Namaste, Gasso. Thank you, Stefan. Oh, thank you, Martin. Lovely to see you. Great that you. Hope you're well. That's great. Oh, and Hilda as well. Oh, I hope you're having a great time in Iceland. I hope you're having a lovely summer. Lovely to see you, Hilda. It's been a while. All right. Okay. Namaste, Gasso. See you next time, guys.